start the morning.
Yeah, it just like, really gets your mojo going.
It really does. Like, does. More so than coffee even, I feel like.
Coffee just kind of brings me awake a little bit, and the drums bring me alive.
Yeah. Yeah, it gets that like inner energy and your blood and your thoughts and your feelings is circulating, but also it's like a letting go too.
Yeah, and you know, and for me, my drumming is often follow my emotions. And I close my eyes, and even when I'm kind of confused and don't know what my emotion is, it usually kind of get solidified or identified once I start moving in the drums. You know, it's almost like I had this confusion or this feeling, and all of a sudden the drums start telling me what it is. It's been because for so many years I wasn't in touch with my emotions.
Oh man!
And so I didn't. I had all these feelings, and really didn't know a name for them, or really didn't know how to express them or articulate them. And so a lot of times they came out because I had to, you know, express them, so they come out big.
Oh, so true.
You know, my emotions come out big when really I just felt disrespected, or I felt sad, or I felt like that, you know, unheard or unseen. Understanding what these feelings are, and that they're not bad.
Yeah.
And I think that was the thing where it was I used to, you know, get angry and then feel shame.
Oh, me too. I honestly still work on that. Like, okay, keep that stuff in, you know, to try to make other people around you comfortable. So I did that. The rest, I mean, I just like bottled that stuff up, and then, like you said, they kind of explode in some moment, whether it's exploding, you know, as in like you use your emotional power to like hurt someone else or, you know, attack someone else. Or sometimes it explodes like inwardly, where you do things to yourself that aren't healthy.
Yeah, oh my gosh. You know, I used to, you know, just growing up where I grew up in a really violent place, it was always unsafe to allow people to predict you or to understand you.
Yeah,
and so it's like, so that was my safety to really not express how I was feeling. And so it was, I lived a projection of me.
Oh, yeah.
And then so when I went in the Army, I became a professional projector of me.
Yeah, right.
You know, because back in the early 80s, when, you know, a lot of the leaders were Vietnam era leaders, and they were just struggling themselves, you know, because they came back and didn't get the help that they needed or deserved. And so, so they were raising the next generation. I can't remember the exact time when I really kind of understood this, but I remember as a drill sergeant that I had this thought, and the saying also, that I won't bring Drill Sergeant Gaskins home. And I won't take Rodney to work. I knew that soldiers didn't come into the Army to be abused. They wanted to be trained hard and all that. They didn't want to be abused. And so I didn't have to be abusive to build a soldier. And because that's the way I was built.
Yeah.
And so I started learning a different way. And I started seeing positive outcomes. I mean, greater outcomes than I was receiving from Drill Sergeant Gaskins. When I started bringing Rodney to work, it was when I started seeing people and really not treating them the way I was treated or the way I thought that they needed to be treated.
I know. I realized too that so much of my life I had been performing, because when I was younger, you know, I learned to keep that stuff inside. So then everything that was was outside that I was projecting was my performance. Yeah. And I still get caught up in that. I still perform, but I try to be more authentic. I try to feel like how am I really feeling about this? And then share in that way my true self.
And so I set the drumsticks down and I just sat there and just quiet. And it was just this peace that just came over me that that I am who I'm supposed to be, and I am all that I need. You know, that I am enough. It was almost like that. I am enough.
That is like,
it was like I am enough.
Oh gosh.
You know, because I realized that the performing was because I wasn't enough.
Yes, I feel that
I wasn't enough, and I was trying to be something that I'm really not.
Yeah.
I'm really not. And so it was, but just the sense of acceptance and that sense of that inner peace.
A lot of times I'm drumming, I'm like, I start to second guess. And I'm like, I second guess my feeling, my vibration that's coming out. And then I'm like, no, I am enough. This is enough. I don't have to be fancy. I don't have to do anything more. And I feel so much more connected to you.
Yeah. You know what was cool is we come from different backgrounds.
So, yeah.
We come from 100%. Different cultures. We come from different heritage. And your drumming style is different from mine. Yeah. My drumming style comes from my upbringing and the music that shaped me. And what was cool is that we were able to bring ourselves and all of our history right here and it gelled. You know, and you played a beat and I didn't have to mimic you and I didn't have to compete with you, and I just I wanted to have a conversation with you.
Yeah.
I was like, and so it's like, how can my culture merge with your culture so that we can create a culture?
Two styles together, like we're both stronger. Like it makes it even like our powers are combined and it becomes something even more. And it's like that when I express my authentic self, even without the drums, and you too. Like, I just feel like, man, I'm more like, when I go away from that, I feel like more myself than ever.
When I play with people that have a different style and a different culture, I grow.
Yes. Yeah.
I grow because I can't go to my usual. I can't go on autopilot.
Right.
I have to listen.
Yeah.
I have to listen. And so I grow. I grow. It grows me to venture outside of myself and outside of my culture. It grows me. And so I think that my style is almost my identity. And what I'm just describing was my identity too.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, it's my identity.
It is a way to like share our identities because it comes from the inside out. It's not like, how am I supposed to act? How am I supposed to perform? When we're just drumming together, like we don't have a big audience or anything, it is like your identity comes out and my identity can mix with your identity and they can get along and create something that strengthens us both.